Hello, Brian here. The other day in the garden we looked at Chinese kale, also known as Chinese broccoli, or in Mandarin, Gai Lan, in Cantonese, Gai Lan, in Chiu or Teochew, Gat Na, and today we'll be using it in a taro rice dish along with peanuts that we harvested and roasted. I was trying to find the origins of this taro rice to see if it's a Teochew origin. I wasn't able to track it down, but I did find that this is a dish that is in other Asian cuisines as well. It's in there's a Thai version, there's a Malay version, there's a Singaporean version, and probably different versions of the different cultures in Asia and South Asia. So today we'll be making taro rice with, once again, our Gai Lan and peanuts from our gardens. We have here our piece of taro, and this is a very starchy tuber, and it's in the elephant ear family. We're just gonna peel the skin off. Taro is one of those things that I would like to grow one of these days. It's a relatively inexpensive produce, usually less than $1 a pound, but growing it may cost more and more trouble than to purchase it from the store. But to grow something of your own is sometimes not about the cost, but just the fun of it. One of the things about taro is that it needs to be cooked. The entire plant, leaves and all, needs to be cooked entirely before it can be consumed, and that all has to do with chemistry. It has a lot of things in here called calcium oxalate, and if you eat it raw, you're basically eating shards of glass, and it can be a bad day for you if you do that. So we're going to peel off all the skin, and then we're going to cube it. For our protein, we're going to use a pork cushion, and we're also going to slice them in cubes. You can use your favorite meat. You can use pork belly, you can use mutton or lamb, or even tofu. So a firm tofu would work best. So this is about a cup of protein. With our protein, we're going to want to season it with some soy sauce. This is about 1.5 teaspoons of really dark, high sodium soy sauce. We're going to set this aside, let all that soak in. Next up, we have some shiitake mushrooms. These are mushrooms that have been rehydrated. This is a dry mushroom. These are a couple of large ones. So to rehydrate, just stick them in water and they will puff up and get soft. Versus shiitake mushrooms are something that can be grown from plugs. And that would be really cool to do one of these days, is to grow our own shiitake mushrooms from mushroom plugs. But in the meantime, we'll get them dry or fresh from the market. The stem here tends to be a little bit woody on some of these larger ones, so we're going to cut it and discard it. And we're going to do some julienne of the shiitake mushroom. Since these are larger, we're going to cut them in half. Everything's pretty much bite size. So with the shiitake mushrooms, the taro, and the pork, what we're going to do is we're going to saute this, and it will go in our rice as it cooks. So before we put everything in the rice, we're going to give them a saute. In the case of the taro, we want to give it a little bit of a fry, crispy frying here. Now with a crispy outer shell created from pan frying, we can take them out, and then we'll saute our mushrooms and protein. We have 2 cups of rice that's already been washed and the water at the appropriate levels. So at this point we can just put our taro directly into here. Next we're going to saute our mushrooms and our protein, our pork cushion. If you happen to notice that our rice cooker pot changed, it has. We had to get a larger rice cooker. Just as the rice is about to be done, we're going to work on our next part, which is the vegetable and shrimp topping. We have still some more Chesnok Red garlic that is from the garden. We're going to use 1 clove of garlic here, and we're going to do a fine mince. Then with our Chinese kale washed and clean, we're going to pretty much slice it up. Garlic, 1 clove. Our Gai Lan. Tablespoon of soy sauce. And a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Give that a stir. Half a cup of shrimp, or in this case 7 to 8, 16 to 20 count shrimp. Now that the shrimp is cooked, it's time to plate our dish up. Here's what our taro rice looks like after stirring it up. Our taro is nice and soft, and our meat perfectly cooked. So let's go ahead and plate it up. Taro rice with Chesnok Red garlic, peanuts, and Gai Lan from the garden. A really simple and delicious comfort food item. And maybe one of these days we'll grow the taro as well. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.